life is amazing after OBS, you know, finally decides that it's gonna work as originally intended. Oh boy. Yeah, so apparently there's an issue with this capture card where, if I restart my OBS while the capture card is unplugged, no matter how many times I reset the capture card, it just won't, like, recognize it again until I restart the entire computer. It is a very strange, issue, but, welcome to the stream. We're gonna put our technical problems aside and play some Twilight Princess today. I hope you're doing well. There is a new chat plugin. If you would like to, use that. Oh god, the window just like popped. Okay, there it goes. It's back. Yeah, so there's a new chat plugin that we're running with today. I have two different versions of it. One is where messages will appear over the overlay. So if I can go over to the Twitch chat real quick and just demonstrate real quick, or if someone else wants to say something, both Twitch and YouTube should both now be displayed on the chat. Here, let me post some emotes. See, they show up in the corner. They still do the thing in the background. I don't really know how to get emotes on YouTube. As far as I'm aware, I did some searching into it. I have to become a YouTube partner, so that's not gonna happen for a while. But we can at least do this. As you can see here, they overlay a little bit over the game, but what I ended up doing was after a few seconds, they'll disappear. Now, alternatively, we have this layout, which I don't love, but the chat messages won't disappear, and I can resize things if needed. Like, I can take the game and make it bigger if we feel like it's too small. Like, my biggest problem with this layout is I feel like the game layout is too small, right? So if I make the game bigger, well, now we have chat that's overlaying constantly, and if I make this smaller, then that's, like, not even legible. So I think I'm primarily gonna run with this one, which is a shame because, like, the way that the text boxes look here, I love the way that those look. It's just, I can't make them any bigger, without, like, having them, like, cover the screen. So, I think specifically when it comes to, 16:9 games like this, I think this works out the best. Now, if it was a game that had, like, a 4:3 aspect ratio, where there's already gonna be, like, sidebars or whatever, right? I feel like those would be more acceptable to have the chat that's, like, constantly on screen. But I think for now we're gonna just kind of keep doing this one. I like this overlay in general, where, you know, you get a little bit of personality with my border, but the focus is more on the game rather than, like, me or, like, the stream. I very much make these streams try to be something that you can watch later. Like, I put a lot of effort into making sure there's enough commentary, or, like, the screen isn't, like, bombarded with a whole bunch of, like, you had to be there if you want to know what's going on type stuff. Not that that stuff is bad or anything, and it can work for some streams. But for me, I really like emphasizing watching VODs on live libraries, because that's how I generally consume Twitch streams, is I don't get to view most of them live, right? So yeah, that's that. My advertising is now done. And instead I'll say, it's time for the birds and the bees. Well, there are no bees in this game. Well, actually, there are bees, but not in this dungeon. This is probably the last really, really good dungeon of this game. Not that the remaining two dungeons are bad, but it's kind of a tough call between this dungeon and the snow Yeti murder dungeon. We all know the Yeti murder dungeon, don't we? So this is a speed run. I've learned the tactics. See that? In a slow run, people wouldn't have been able to just instantly kill that guy through, you know, the inertia of falling. But yeah, we just got started with this dungeon. I got here at the last stream if you missed it, and I've done absolutely no part of this dungeon so far, but it's a really good dungeon. Zelda lore theorists also love this dungeon because it has, like, greater implications when it comes to, Zelda lore. For example, chicken. Why has it got, like, weird... What's it got on its neck? What are those? I guess they're feathers, because it has it on the back of its neck, too. I thought they were, like... I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't mean to, like, sound, like, gross here, but, like, I thought that this chicken had, like, neck titties. It kind of looks like that, but then you look at it from the back, and it's like, well, that wouldn't make any sense. And now everyone decides, oh, wait, this streamer. Oh, right, this guy. Yep. Yeah, see you later. Bye. I can't watch a streamer who talks about chicken neck tits. What are you doing? What do you got on your head? You got like oh. It's got like tribal oh my god, I could see into its mouth. That was terrifying. It was like a Skyrim moment. What are you guys doing? Just hanging out? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. The music here is also kind of insane. Goodbye. You and that chicken will die together. Wow. Truly gone. Well, that's the secret, Mr. Stark. No one's ever truly gone. Or something. Okay. But yeah, we're getting close to being done with this game. I think as time moves on with this playthrough, I really enjoyed Twilight Princess a lot. Like, I just want to say, like, this is probably one of my least replayed Zelda games. It's between this and Skyward Sword, I guess. As far as the 3D ones are concerned anyways. But, that said, I think that this one... Oh, fuck me. Well, actually, I have 2 fairies already, so that's fine. I really enjoy this game, but I'm also kind of ready for it to be done in a lot of ways. It's probably one of the longer 3D Zelda games out there, which isn't a bad thing by any means. It's just an observation. Is this the best dungeon music in Twilight Princess? I do really like Hyrule Castle's music, but I kind of think that this is probably the best, like, standout track. It's just so weird and, like, otherworldly and na-na-na-na. Can I get that? I can. We got spinner. Okay. For all the gamers who thought that we never ever used the spinner after the Arbiter's Grounds, I'd like to say I'm using it. It comes up a lot, actually. The spinner is surprisingly one of the more useful items. Now, some of the other dungeon items, like the ball and chain, I do believe we never have to use the ball and chain for the rest of this game, should we so choose. But But yeah, what I was gonna say earlier though is I'm not sure anymore if I'm gonna 100% this game still. I'm gonna get all the heart containers just because we're so close, and like to the remaining 2 dungeons we get 2 full hearts. So like it's only a few more heart pieces that are left. So I might as well get them all. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for all the stamps and all the pose. I entertained that idea like very, very briefly. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that. Oh look, another spinner thing! I don't know, I don't even know which side of the dungeon I'm supposed to be on right now. Both of these have, things. This game has stamps. In the HD Wii U release, yeah, it had Miiverse stamps. I have a few of them. I actually got a lot, actually, of them. I've almost completed the entire alphabet. No letter G for me, however. I will never be able to spell my name. No K either. And no P. No V. So, yeah, we're missing a few of them. And then there's, like, emoji stamps, like, surprised Midna. Let me go ahead and make a post. Let me just go ahead. Tell all my... Oh. Thank you for your interest. The Mallow stamp is, however, the best stamp in the game. Thank you for your interest. Oh, wait, that one has a locked door, so I can't go that way. What happened to Miiverse? I believe Miiverse happened to Miiverse. It's a bit of a shame, that one. It can't be helped. Oh no, by then it would be much too late. I mean, I remember Miiverse early on was sort of cool. I don't know. Of course, you know, I'm a big Nintendo fan. I've always been the type of fan that'll buy whatever product shamelessly that they put out. Though these days, I do tend to be a little bit more selective with what exactly I'm buying. Like, I didn't get an OLED Switch. But that's more because the OLED was announced the day I got a replacement Switch. For those who were around, like, 2 years ago, I needed to replace my Switch because I was having an overheating issue. And in general, that Switch had been very used. It was dropped at one point and, like, a piece of the plastic was chipped, so, like, it needed replaced. And so, like, I waited for a bit, but then once the overheating issue happened, I was like, I can't wait anymore. Because I just need one. And at that time, I was fine enough financially, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll just get a second Switch. I still have my original Switch if I ever need, like, the save data off of it, but... yeah, with that overheating issue, it's basically unusable for extended periods of time. But yeah, the day that came in the mail was when Nintendo announced the OLED, so that kind of hurt. Man, what you doing on that bridge? Why? Meanwhile, a random denizen of Hyrule was just crushed by a hurling piece of rock from heaven. Good. That dragon don't give a shit. Small price to pay to have fun clawing at stone. But yeah, you know, I go to bat for Nintendo from time to time. I'll defend them through and through, especially when I was younger. But these days, I look back at Miiverse and I'm like, you know what? I can't even lie to myself. Even back in the day, I wasn't like thrilled with the existence of Miiverse. Like, it was fine. It added some sense of community to games, especially in a time before, like, I was active on, like, Twitter. Or, like, you know, making... I mean, I made YouTube content back then, but... I didn't really stream as much as I do now. Which meant, like, there was a lot less interactivity between me and, like, other people when it comes to games I enjoy. So, like, Miiverse was, in a lot of ways, like, a very interesting way to connect with people regarding Nintendo games. Like, anyone who gives a damn to post to Miiverse... See ya. Anyone who gave a damn to post to Miiverse gave enough of a damn to actually like Nintendo games. So there was, like, a mutual interest. But then there was, like, people posting drawings of the Eiffel Tower, and I don't mean the one from Paris. If you know, you know. And then there's, like, you know... other, you know, such drawings that you can come to expect when, you know, you let people just free draw whatever you want. And the moderator staff did their best early on, but, you know, after a certain point, Miiverse just kind of stopped getting moderated. Unless you, like, directly reported stuff. So... it's mostly fine that it's gone, in my opinion. I do like that Splatoon 2 and I think 3. It's been forever since I played 3. I didn't go back for that DLC. At some point I will, though. But I like how the Splatoon 2 and 3 kind of have Miiverse. It's a dungeon map, very good. In that it has, like, the community drawing, and that seems to be fairly well moderated. I don't see many cock and balls. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anything, like, extremely bad. I've seen people write some weird shit, but I haven't seen anyone actually draw anything that's, like, offensive. How do I get over there? By the way, it's been so long since I've replayed this dungeon. I'm not gonna say that this is blind because I remember the item and I remember some puzzles, but this is kind of more or less gonna be me really trying to figure out how this dungeon works. I remember it's kind of confusing. Well, no, I was gonna do iron boots, but I would surely sink before I got anywhere halfway across this thing. Guess we can take a look at the map. We're not going across the other direction, so this is pretty much where we have to be. Good. Oh wait, there's a area... What the hell was that? Did you see that cloud? That's no Final Fantasy VII! The chest down there. I don't think I can get to that right now, though. How do I get across? I don't see anything to claw shot. Maybe... Oh, there is a platform. Wait a minute, there's a platform underneath here. Can I get to that? Can I ride this down? Nope. I thought maybe after, like, it fell loose that I could, like, jump off of it while it's falling, but no, that doesn't work. I can't claw shot that, can I? No. Uh-oh. First stump of the day. We do have every dungeon item in this game at this point. Well, except for the one that you get from here, but secret's out. We may or may not kind of already have that dungeon item. Well, I feel like I want to get over there. But I don't... No, that's not for right now. Oh. Think, please. Just tried to use the D-pad to move him. I don't know why. No, I can't make that jump. How the hell? Oh, wait! Oh. Wow. That's really fucking hidden. One day I really want to see the claw shots come back. I guess they did in Skyward Sword, but do it again. I know everyone loves the hook shot, and like the hook shot does have a little bit more utility, but the claw shot, I think we've had this conversation already during this playthrough, but whatever. Claw shot also has some utility over the hook shot. Because the claw is like a hand, so it can grip onto like bars and like metal grates. Whereas hookshot can latch onto anything wooden, and that includes chests. Which is pretty valuable, actually. See you, loser. Oh, see me, loser! Oh, no! That's so unfortunate. Is the worm thing back? No, it's super dead. Terraria has taught me one thing, and that is once a worm dies, it doesn't come back. Unless you break a bunch of orbs. Almost got me. There he goes. Well, I want that. It's gonna be like 5 rupees. Check this out. Bam! 10 rupees! Even better! Yo! Wow. Video games. They put a smiley face on my face. I don't know about you, but I like them video games. If anyone's looking for a username, you should call yourself Video James. Like with a J. Or it could be with a G, and you could just like say that it's pronounced like GIF. Well, why are we triple question mark posting? What, you don't like video games? You don't get smiley faces with, oh god, it's like that one thing from Ocarina of Time. I need to shield bash. Lizard, please don't step on my hand. I did it. I win. I am the master. The thing you said about the worm. Oh man, that's behind me. You think I remember worm facts? Which part? Which part? The part about worms, once they're dead, they don't come back? Unless you break shadow orbs? It's Terraria. Hate that chicken. Because in Terraria, there is a giant worm boss. Can I go? Wait, is that where I came from? No, that door is where I came from. I'm going to this door down here, I think. Wait, no, I came through the... Yeah, there's a giant worm boss in Terraria, and you spawn it by breaking the orbs. And once it dies, it's dead, but you can break the orbs, and then more giant worm boss will come back. You don't play Terraria. You know, it's weird, right? For as addicted as I am to Terraria, you would think that I've been like a lifelong Terraria fan. Anyone who like has heard me talk about this game recently, and that I don't stop talking about it. Wait, have I grabbed this yet? Oh, that's what I needed. This dungeon likes to hide things out of plain sight. Either that or I'm not very observant. I'll leave it to you to decide. It's probably the latter, but... I for years was much more of a Minecraft fan than I was a Terraria fan, in the fact that I never really played Terraria until Journey's End came out, which is like the most recent major update. I'm not sure if they're even gonna do any more major updates, but there's been some small stuff here and there, I hear. Yeah, I played it for the first time in 2020. And I enjoyed it. I didn't, like, get as addicted to it then as I am now, though. I don't really know why. Like, now, it just, like... It's just checking all the right boxes for me, I guess. I don't know. But generally, I prefer Minecraft over the game. But they also are two different games in a lot of ways. Terraria is much more about, like... exploration and combat and like seeing all the cool new items. That was cool. Cause there's so many different like ways to play that game and weapons. Whereas Minecraft is very limited in that regard. But Minecraft is not really meant to be like, I hate to say it because I do enjoy these types of games, but Minecraft isn't really meant to be a try-hard video game, if that makes sense. And that's not necessarily a negative. Some people will dislike it, some people will like that. That's fine. But the big thing with it is, yeah, it's meant to be more relaxing. There are things about Minecraft that I don't like. For example, my personal biggest pet peeve with it is I don't like how rare things are. Like, you can want to do something in the game, and it takes several hours to be able to do that thing. Like, for example, if you want to get the Totem of Undying, which seems OP on paper, it lets you revive. Oh, fuck. Yeah, those cloud textures are fucked. I don't know what's going on there. This is not emulated. You know, here's the WiiU menu. I don't know if that proves anything, but there you go. I need to get over there. There's a chicken and a platform. Can I make it over there? Why won't he grab it? This is your fault. You know that, right? Don't turn your back to me! I accept no responsibility for my own actions. Can I just grab that from here? Oh, I can. See, in my mind, that was too far away. Don't you dare leave me behind! That was not on purpose. Oh, I have half a heart? I guess dying... I have 2 fairies, right? So dying doesn't really make a difference. Whether it's by the hand of falling or just using the fairy now, it's more or less the same thing. I'll just let it auto-use. Or I'll die to a Deku Baba. One of the 2. Let's see where I need to go. Just need to not get blasted by the wind. I got blasted by the wind! No, wait, I was fine. What was that? It voided me out, but I landed. Oh. Well, there's that fairy. Man, I just love being bad at games. You know that? Uh-oh. The chicken has too much forward propulsion. Weird beehive switch. Am I supposed to have the dungeon item right now? How do I get out of this situation without dying? I don't think I do. That is very much designed to not let you get out of that without dying. It's a trap! Hang on, what do I have? I have no keys. I go down. That's just that room from before. One of these rooms, I think, is the dungeon item, but I thought it was that room down there. Not really sure where else I'd go. Link will not go backwards, only forwards. Well, hang on, there's a room down here I can go to. I didn't see this one. Oh, to be a weird chicken thing. It's giving me the silent treatment. Alright. Anyways, it's time for Hyrule Warriors' favorite enemy type. That's right, fans. Do not have enough girth. No, I do. Very cool. Holy shit! He fucking shot to the ground. Hyrule Warriors love spawning these things. Flying lizard. Nice shark tooth necklace. Does that give you armor penetration? Back to Terraria. I don't remember how to fight them in this game. Excuse me, sir. Love this music. This may be my favorite mini-boss song in, like, the entire series. Whoa. No, fall! No! No! This is the fall of shame. Goodbye. I will get you now. Good, look at you, you're a lizard. What do lizards know? Not much. Teach me about lizard history. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, fuck you. I'm trying to quick spin. He will not quick spin. There he goes. Alright, now what? For a moment I thought I killed him, but then the music didn't stop. Oh, he's gonna do drive-bys. Dead. Dead with extra weight. Oh, here he comes. I want to live my life as a flying lizard. No! Transportation would be a lot easier. And I would get to know lizard history. Think about it. I want to learn about lizard wars. How did lizards take over the Gobi Desert? And why is it that bearded dragons don't shave? Honestly. These are very basic lizard facts that I need to know. I need it! Alright. What could it possibly be except another claw shot? Combined with the one that you already have, they're called the double claw shots. Hold them with Y, X, or R. Aim with L and or the gamepad. Release the button of fire. So, claw shots get replaced with the double claw shots. I wasn't very good at keeping this secret. Many people already knew. I mean, if you've played this game before, you already knew that this was a thing, but... The cool thing about them, and this is why I prefer claw shots generally over the hook shot. I guess a double hook shot could work pretty similarly, but you can fire another claw shot after using your claw shot, which lets you basically kind of like Spider-Man your way around a room. Great. I'm gonna have to try harder than that. You can't do it that way, bub. You haven't gotten to this part of the game, but you've watched other people play it. Yeah, this is a really good game. I do recommend it. It's not my favorite Zelda. It's not even, you know, I hate to say it because it sounds like I'm shitting on the game, but like, it's not even like a top 20 game of all time, but it is still really, really solid. Like, the negatives of this game are very minor. As far as like Zelda experiences are concerned, this is like the most... I feel like this is the most polished and well-designed Zelda game. Whether or not that means it's the best one, that's kind of your opinion. For example, if you suck at aiming, that's a skill issue, but, you know, other games make aiming easy. So, fuck you! Come here! Die! Alright, you know what? It's not worth it. That bat has done nothing wrong. Nothing at all. Yeah, feels good. A gamer now. The only shame is that this game isn't available on Switch. That's the real negative of Twilight Princess. You want to talk about how this game is flawed? That's how it's flawed. Not available on the Switch. You know, considering the fact that apparently... Notice how he says fact, followed up by apparently. Rumor has it that the Switch 2, or the successor to the Switch, will not actually be coming out this year. Which, you know, is further evidenced by the fact that, I don't fucking know. But, so everyone is reporting these days. This final year for the Switch is going to be very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Long? Dry? It's gonna be like Dry Ganon. It'll be just like him. In that, yeah, it's gonna be a long year. There doesn't seem to be a lot on the horizon, and the partner direct kind of reinforces that this is gonna be kind of a dry year. In some ways, I feel like the partner direct almost makes me think there will be Switch 2 this year. I mean, that's been my running theory for forever, based purely on the fact that there's not a lot coming out this year. And what is coming out is mostly remasters. Which isn't a bad thing necessarily. I mean, the Wii was slow as hell its final year. Most consoles tend to be. Because all the developers tend to put all their effort towards really making you have less and less of a reason to buy the previous product and really build up that, like, demand. Because after a drought, right? If I come to you with a glass of water, you're gonna be like, fucking slurping that shit up. You're gonna be ready for it, right? So Nintendo's way to offer you the glass of water after the drought of a year, which will probably be this year, is to put all those good games on the Switch too, or at least that's the idea. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen, but I can get my fairies back, or one of them. So it makes sense that this could be a slow year, but obviously the greedy side of me is like, if Nintendo just wants to keep, like, the momentum that they have rolling, whether or not that's a good business decision, I don't know that, but last year was a great year for Nintendo. It was a great year for games in general, but Nintendo especially did great, I feel. So if they wanted to keep up that momentum, the way to do it, I feel, is to release Switch 2 this year. But, you know, the rumor is that it's gonna be like March of next year, so a whole year from now. But the reason I mention any of this is if Nintendo wants to give us that one last hurrah before the Switch is finally dead, you know, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker seem like pretty easy decisions to make. Whether or not it really is easy to port these Wii U releases to this is another story, but like, I feel like they look fine enough that they don't have to, like, retouch it up again. I think, well, they could get away with that though. I think if they did retouch it up, I wouldn't complain. Both Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD do have... Okay, bye, slime. do have some issues with the way that they look. Twilight Princess mostly comes from... When they did this port, they didn't redo any of the models except for Link himself. And maybe, like, a couple of the enemies, but, like, generally, the environmental polygons and, like, most of the enemies I feel are the same as the Wii. I can't reach that. Maybe... Am I too low? Or do I just go down? But yeah, if you want to get this game in the hands of a lot more people, obviously the Wii U releases of these games didn't sell well. But that hasn't stopped Nintendo from making Wii U releases available on Switch. In fact, it's kind of been the opposite of that. Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Xenoblade X, and a few other games are the only real exceptions. Game & Wario. Though I don't know if that one could really work on Switch. It kind of really does rely on that second screen. Never actually played Game & Wario. I think my mom had it, but I just never got around to trying it. Oh, I got scared by the worm! Fuck. At least I didn't die, I guess. That, I think, would mean restarting the whole room. Gyro aiming for this is fantastic, by the way. What's that thing doing there? I didn't notice that. Wait a minute, what are you doing here? What you got? Oh, there it is! There it is! Look at you, beautiful creature with weird neck things. I'll just refer to them as things. That feels appropriate. Perish. Thankfully for that worm, he had a nice tile protecting his head. Whoa! What the hell? What the fuck? Slime, did you see that shit? That was insanity. How did he do that? I want that ability so bad. See, is he gonna do it again? Yup. Dude's just got mad hops. Goodbye. Okay, great. Where'd the music go? Oh, it's in my right ear. Big Baba is back, everyone. Are you going to die? There we go. Sir, I'm in a cutscene. Whatever you are upset about will have to wait. So I want to know just how high up in the sky this stuff really is. Because, like, it's so high up you can't see the ground. And you also can't see it from the ground. One might say, oh, it's just being guarded by clouds, but nay, there's a couple of breaks in the clouds down below. The air up here must be very thin, though. So the fact that Link is able to exert himself with all of this movement is kind of impressive. Where am I going exactly? Up here? Up there. I just had a core memory unlocked through doing that puzzle. I've talked a number of times throughout this playthrough about how my mom I watched play through this game from time to time. How I helped her with the Master Sword puzzle, got it in one try without really understanding what I was doing. I just got really lucky, but had a huge ego ever since. That was the birth of my ego, that moment. But actually, this was a rare instance. I remember actually experiencing this part of the game with my dad. My dad didn't really play the same kinds of games that I did growing up. Every now and then, you know, he'd play like Mario Kart or something with my sister and I, which was fun. But my dad primarily played things like Forza, and when I was younger, he played Metal Gear Solid. He did play a couple of Zelda games, though. This was one of them. I guess I can't climb on top of this for some unknown reason. I tried to get him to do it, but he won't. I'm going to die. You suck. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me climb up on top of that. This would be much easier on you, Link, if you just decided to do a pull-up, but alright. I don't remember anything specific about, like, what happened when I watched him play this part of the game, but I do remember him going through this dungeon at one point. Oh. Okay. Well, that's nice to have. I kind of forgot that I was gonna be looking for heart pieces in here, truth be told. That one is on the way, though. I thought this was the way to go. Way to go! So it's not. Okay. Back this way we go, then. But yeah, I think I mentioned during the Metal Gear Solid playthrough on this channel that, yeah, I have some, like, fragmented memories of watching my dad play through VR missions. I think I may or may not have seen him play through the base MGS1. We have it on disc. I have it. But I don't know. Can I reach that? I don't think I can. That's a bit high. It's a bit high, isn't it? What about if I stand here, turn around? No? That's not a thing I can grab onto. What about that? No? Where the hell do you stand? Where do you stand on your copy of Twilight Princess HD? I don't. Insert laughter, applause, congratulations, a degree, and, I don't know, just like a trumpet. No, get Barrett doing the get that. I don't know what that chat member just said about Dale Weapon, but good for them. Hopefully that wasn't offensive. Who's Dale? And why he webbing? Or they. Yeah, break your ankles. Yeah, stab a lizard. Stood no chance. Oh man, cool pose! I forgot that that was a thing in this game. I do that, like, on accident from time to time. The cool pose. You know what else? I have not encountered the Poe of this dungeon yet. There's two of them. Either I have and I've been unobservant, or they really wait to show you the Poe. The secret of the Poe. Remember pea hats? Remember when pea hats were like a giant pineapple in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask? And they were terrifying, by the way, in Ocarina of Time? See, first time I played Ocarina was like a bit before I knew how to read, considering the game came out the same year I was born. I don't know when it was that I first played it, but I remember at least the first time I made it to Hyrule Field. Oh look, speak and you shall receive. There's a Poe over there. First time I made it to Hyrule Field, and I ran into those pineapples. I remember being terrified when like 6 miniature pineapples started harassing me. Goodbye. Oh look, you can see the dragon. I didn't remember that about this. Yeah, come here, pea hat. You just heard the Pope's secret. I bet the Pope's secret is that he never played the copy of Undertale that he was gifted that one time. Is this gonna go over there? I wonder... You know, these days, Zelda lore seems to be fairly disconnected. We've said this before, but, I wonder if this dungeon's existence at all slightly inspired the creation of Skyward Sword. Or if there was meant to be any, like, obviously, I feel like this and Skyward Sword are very disconnected. Like, you can draw some conclusions and similarities, but I think in the end products, there isn't really much of a connection. But when it comes to, I lost my train of thought. Very good. What the hell was I even saying? I don't know how my brain does this. This is really good. What's this about an Undertale mod? What? Who's Darius? If you can believe it, I've actually never played Undertale. Oh, I want that! Oh, give me that! Nope, can't have it. Oh, that looks dangerous. Thank goodness for this crack. Oh, I was talking about Skyward Sword in this dungeon, the connection. Or lack thereof. I do feel like maybe it's a possibility early on that there could have been, like, some inspiration and intention to connect things, but... yeah, I don't personally believe that this is supposed to, like, represent, like, a foreshadowing of something to happen in Skyward Sword. Oh, fuck. Money. Wilt and die! Wilt Wither and die! Oh, fuck. No, stop eating me. Come back. No, wait, we're going the wrong way! Angry. I don't think I can grab that. Really angry. Seriously, he had like the expression of why the fuck did I do that on his face. I'm so mad! Ugh! That was an interesting loading screen. No idea why that loading screen had to happen. I guess because the majority of the dungeon is loaded when you're outside. Look at that dragon up there. What's the dragon doing? Oh. But yeah, the moral of the story here is pineapples are bad. Don't put them on pizza. Don't eat them in Terraria. And absolutely do not fight them in Ocarina of Time. That is a mistake that you'll never recover from. The wind almost just murked me. You can, however, fight the single pineapple in Majora's Mask. There's like one in a grotto and it leads to a heart piece. Speaking of heart piece. In this game, P-hats are just kind of a thing that you target with the claw shot, which I guess is interesting. P-hats are weird. Most of the time, they're kind of an obnoxious enemy, but in this game, they're just target for the claw shot. It's an interesting use for them, but kind of weird. I don't know, bit weird, isn't it? Still haven't got the boss key, and we're also missing a Poe. Yet still. Oh my god, I gotta shut my mouth. I saw the Poe. Oh, dude got mega spinned there. Mega spun. I remember in Twilight Princess speedruns, there's a very interesting glitch with this room. You're supposed to do a big tightrope walk thing on the outside to get up there, but I don't quite know how to do it, of course. So I'm not a gamer. What? Well, he just figured it out. But apparently, that you're not supposed to go down, though. You're supposed to go up. There's like a way you can clip through this. There's like a boss key above me right now. Either that or you clip up here by grabbing that vine. I don't remember which one it is. From like earlier in the dungeon. I'm pretty sure you go from that room and climb up, though. That's the skip. What was that noise? Oh. Dude had no idea what hit him. See ya. Dude's fucking angry. That bird was offended for a moment that I would encroach upon its territory, but then realized I wasn't going to be a threat to it. Headshots. Dude had no idea. We caught that bird unawares. Do you have a 3DS? Yeah, I do. I have several 3DSs. At some point, I will fix my 3DS capture card. I had a 3DS capture board as well. Original hardware and everything. It's just really expensive to fix it, and right now I'm not in a good place financially to be able to just make that purchase. It's gonna be at least $250. Not counting like shipping fees. And also, potentially I might need another 3DS. Cause like the one that I have, it works, but like it's got some issues. The touchscreen is kind of unresponsive. And the buttons are kind of a bit crusty, if you know what I mean. I was in the middle of a Mario and Luigi, the remake for Superstar Sagas. I was streaming that entire game, and I got a decent way through it when my 3DS finally crapped out. All I know is if I'm getting another 3DS capture board, I'm not doing it through Murky. Murky's boards work sometimes. But the biggest problem that I have with them, and this is going to be big technical talk, no one who doesn't also stream is going to know what I'm talking about, or maybe you do, but the connecting port that's added to it, because it's a modded 3DS, right? So they add a new connection port to the bottom of it, or the top, depending on who makes it. It's made with a USB mini, which is really, really, like, cheap. Which is why they use that port, because it's cheap, it's easy. The price of the 3DS capture board more comes in the installation fees, and also the board itself. Like, it's actually like a circuit board inside of the 3DS. But yeah, these micro USB, not just for 3DSs, but in general, are widely known to be extremely unreliable. Which is why you don't really see them anymore. To the point where, like, if you go to Walmart and ask for a micro USB cable, you probably actually won't be able to find one. I know I usually can't. Maybe, like, GameStop will have them. I don't remember if many controllers use them or not, but I think PS3 controllers did. This was a time before USB-C was like the standard. USB-C is also, not only is it like a fast cable, like connecting port, but it's also extremely durable. Both the cables, sorry, three things here. The cables themselves, the connecting port, and the male end and the female end of the connecting port both tend to just suck ass. Also, there's the big key. I think this is the thing that you grab if you're clipping through the floor. You have to, like, move your arm through the wall in a very specific angle. It's like you stand, like, here. Where was it that thing clipped through the wall? It was, like, right here. Stand there. No. No, it is, like, right here, though. So I think you, like, clip your arm through, and then you can, like... I don't know how you do it, but there's, like, a way to, like, wiggle your arm into the wall, and then you can grab the thing, I believe. But yeah, as for 3DS, like, itself, I love that system. There's a selfish part of me that really wants the Switch successor to have the gamepad idea again from the Wii U. I don't know how they could do it and make it not suck marketing-wise. But the greedy part of me wants that so I can get DS games available again. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like the idea of emulating DS. Not because I'm against emulators. I think if the console is not in the current market, like if it's not an emulator for like something that I can buy right now, then I'm cool with it. Good. Amazing. I'm not here to necessarily slight the Yuzu people, but I also can't say I'm surprised with the news of Yuzu getting sued. At the very least, I feel like the Yuzu emulator... Like, I know people were gonna make one anyways, but if they didn't want to get sued, maybe wait until the Switch is no longer the main console that Nintendo is marketing. Like, I'm all for piracy. Well, hang on, let me back up here. I'm all for emulation, let's put it that way. I'm not really for piracy, but I'm fine with emulation, speaking personally, of course, under the context of if a game is unavailable and it's like hundreds of dollars to buy it, emulate it. But like, even if the game is on the Switch but out of physical circulation, with the exception of a few, like the 3D All-Stars, you can just buy it on the eShop, even if there's no more physical carts being made. You know? And maybe it's a bit narrow-minded of me. I'll own up to that. But I feel like if you're willing to download it in an emulator, then you probably are willing to download it to your system too, right? Fuck. That is pretty narrow-minded. I'll own up to that. Dude just fucking yeeted his sword. I might get some shit for that Yuzu comment, but honestly, it is how I feel. So, whatever. Piss off, lizard. But yeah, if you want to emulate Wii U shit, go for it at this point. You could have gone for it, you know, years ago. Of course, to play devil's advocate against myself here, who gives a fuck what I think? Do whatever you want, bro. I don't mean to say this in a way where it's like, you know, fuck you if you do this. Even though I kind of phrased it that way. That's not necessarily my intention. My true philosophy here is this is just how I would do it. I'm not really down to emulate most things, just because emulation can kind of be a pain in the ass. Dolphin works great for most games, but there's still things, even in 2024, that don't run well on Dolphin, or at all. F-Zero? Thank God I have a physical copy of that game, because I actually tried to play it on Dolphin recently. Like, a few weeks ago. F-Zero GX does not fucking work on Dolphin. There's really weird issues with the UI. I guess if you can get past that, then, maybe it's still functional, I don't know. I kind of saw the UI issues and didn't really go beyond that, truth be told. I may have done a race, I don't really remember. But anyways, the reason why I'm talking about emulators in general right now is not to be a shit ass, but rather the real reason why I want Nintendo to do that dual screen thing is so we can get DS games. Even if they are emulated, yes, but like the thing is, I want a touchscreen, and I guess I could theoretically buy a touchscreen monitor, and then that solves my problem. But I don't have one. I don't want one. Like, I'm not gonna buy one just to emulate 3DS or DS. So once again, it's probably pretty narrow-minded of me. But it is just how it is. Obviously, I think in some regard, getting sued is obviously not very ideal. I don't think... I'm not sitting here going like, yeah, Nintendo, fuck these guys up! Yo! That is not my take. Oh shit, blue. It's gonna get merged by this purple. Watch this. Oh. There we go. Now we have 2 blue. Where are we going? Up there? Well, that's not moving. Doesn't mean we're not going up there, though. Maybe I need to shoot something while I'm up there. What was I saying? Something about fuck you, Nintendo? Oh, right. Yeah, obviously I'm not really in love with the idea of, you know, a Samaritan getting sued. I'm not rooting for the corporation here. But, at the same time, I'm not a lawyer. And I don't fully understand copyright law, but it makes sense that this happened, is all I'm saying. Like, there are people that are, like, surprised, and that's what's confusing to me. That's all. Anyways, it's time for the boss. I remember this dungeon being a lot longer than just an hour. It's been an hour and 20, but still. I remember this being like a 2-hour dungeon, but I got through it pretty fast, actually. Got both the pose. Yeah. Just looking around. Because you don't never really take a time to view this architecture here. I'm a weirdo like that. I do actually really like looking at like the way games are made, or like the design of like a building. It's like oddly fascinating to me. I like how the dungeon kind of continues a bit, actually. Beyond the boss door, there's just like one final puzzle, excluding the boss itself, which, as we know, is a big puzzle. This might be a bit of a hot take as well. I'm here to make everyone hate me today, but I also kind of miss dungeon bosses like this, where it's not about like just dealing damage. Like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, you just shoot a thing if it's like far away like this, or you build a contraption to get up close to it. There's different ways to fight it in those types of games, which is cool, but I also kind of like the dungeons being a puzzle, or sorry, the bosses being a puzzle. Every other game is a game about just shoot the thing and kill it and just, you know, survive until you win. This is like an action shot. Thumbnail material. There he goes. What's he doing? Only the Lord knows. He's gonna do it again. Oh, fuck yeah, this is a great camera angle. Oh god. I remember this thing was kind of an interesting boss fight in Hyrule Warriors as well. Yeah, if you want a game where you can just beat the shit out of this dragon without, like, it being like a major puzzle, Hyrule Warriors will do that for you. I think you still have to use claw shots as an item to, like, get it to be vulnerable, but Hyrule Warriors is a great game if you just like, you know, murder. Enjoy. Here he comes. Look at his weird fleshy, like, meat wings. He's so much cooler with the armor, Argarok. Sir. You gonna come down here? You just having fun? Oh shit. Oh, he's up there. That I did not remember happening. Opportunity missed. Fuck. Fuck. He's gone now, isn't he? See ya. Get on the ground! Oh shit. My god, you're not supposed to expose your jewelry gross crystals in public! Weird tongue you got there as well. You gonna shed the rest of your armor? Yeah. He don't need that! Yeah, it looks a lot less cool without the armor, in my opinion. The red is cool. I like the red color, but... oh shit. Life has been nurtured. Peahats. Alright, first phase of the boss, not gonna lie, kinda lame. Design is cool. Fight itself, kinda lame. Second phase of the fight. Fight really cool. Design a little more lame. But this fight is awesome, check this out. If you've never seen this part of the game. Use that double claw shot. Oh, they had to wait. Okay. Oh! That's fucking acid reflux if I've ever seen it. Heartburn! Me after McDonald. John McDonald. Perish! Whee! Oh, sick backflip, dude. Let's do it again. This song is so intense. They went on their Casio keyboard and hit every key on the brass instrument section. Uh-oh. Do it again. Come on. Go for it. Vomit at me. Do it! Coward! Do you have what it takes to be the Vom-Com? It's like a vomit comedy. texture on this thing reminds me a bit of the Wall of Flesh. Maybe I have a Terraria problem, yes, but considering I just fought it yesterday. Please no hurt. Alright, third time's the charm. Do your thing, girl! Come on, girl, do your thing! Doesn't it juke you out from this phase as well? Yeah. Look at that. If only it was on a swivel axle, then we wouldn't be having this problem, would we, Argarok? You'd be able to turn on a dime, and you'd be able to use gyro to no-scope my ass. Link is still on there, right? No, he jumped. Broke his knees, but he jumped. Thankfully, there's a full heart container here, which heals all ailments. It's like a Senzu bean. Bing. Bing. Screw you! Did it. It's the fourth shard. Now we have them all. I've been waiting the entire game for someone to say screw you. Finally. Hey, screw. The words of the sages. Do you remember them? Only the true ruler of the Twilight can destroy the mirror of Twilight. Zant could only break the mirror of Twilight into shards. He couldn't utterly shatter it. That's proof of his false kingship. Screw, we have to hurry. To the mirror chamber. After all, a fake is a faker, and no matter how much you dress it up, the real thing always wins. I'll make you eat those words! Wow, this dungeon gave me 2 whole heart containers. It's very nice of it. Well, there's only 4 heart containers left in the game. 2 of them are in the next dungeon. And 2 of them are... I don't fucking know, actually. We've got all the Poe rewards that are, like, necessary, I believe. Damn, it's been 10 days since the last time I streamed this game. Terraria addiction will do that to you, I guess. Also, the chicken is gone from my inventory. I never used it here, but... there's a weird oversight, I guess you could argue, with this dungeon where... if you use a coup to warp to the beginning of the dungeon, in this dungeon in particular, it won't take you to, the actual beginning of the dungeon, but rather it takes you to this shop, right? So if you use a coup to, you know, save your checkpoint in the dungeon, save and quit in the middle of the dungeon, and then you come back here, because, like, this is where a coup will take you. Save and quit and reload into the game, you won't respawn here, but rather at the entrance to the dungeon where a coup will wait for you, and so you wasted your time with that. So, don't save and quit in the middle of this dungeon. Thank you so much, adventurer! Gracious, you've done so much for us, adventurer! I do hope you'll come and see us sometime. Last time hearing this song, maybe in my life.
Oh, you! Hey, wait! Wow! You're awesome!
You're not. You really aren't. Why is your shadow doing that? What? The shadow can't decide where the light is coming from. Okay. Hey, look at this. You got like replicas of the cannons. Oh, you also sell blue potion here? I didn't realize that. I guess I could replace my fairy with that, but you know what? I'm gonna keep my fairy. Oh, fuck. This dungeon really blows you away, doesn't it? Anyways, the most reasonable thing to do. Excel straight into terminal velocity at the quickest possible pace. Then drop down into the earth. Wow. Hey, clown! How you doing, buddy? Clown, how's that clown job of yours coming along? Any pose here? No. We have all the pose out of the lake. Unless they're summoned some grottos that I'm not aware of.
Thanks for flying with Fryer, fella. So, wanna give it a shot, fella? No hidden fees for any flight. Just 10 rupees. If you're uninterested, just press B.
Special repairs.
Well, I fixed it for you. You want to fly in and just knock yourself out. What's it gonna be then? We doing this or not? If you're uninterested, just press B.
I guess we'll do a normal flight. I don't know where to go for these last heart containers. I know for a fact that they aren't in Hyrule Castle. I think. Oh god, what if they are and I just am misremembering? I know 2 are in the Palace of Shadow. Or whatever it's called. And then... I don't know where the remaining other 2 are. Hopefully they're not in a dungeon and I missed them. That would kind of suck. Why I decided to use the cannon, I have no idea. Literally could have warped straight to Castletown and then been done with this, but... We're gonna go visit the fortune teller, because, yeah... Thankfully, this game does have a system for telling you if you missed heart containers. I think this is the only Zelda that does that. Maybe... Skyward Sword. No, I think this is the only one. I guess in some weird roundabout way, Tears of the Kingdom has a similar thing for the shrines. In that if you find all the light roots, there's a shrine above it. But that doesn't really count, because you still have to find the light root.
Greetings, Mr. Screw. I've come to deliver a letter. There is a letter for you, Screw. 3 letters, in fact. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail.
I don't remember. That might be the last time we see that guy as well. My memory is very hazy on this game. I can remember some things and then I don't remember others. Why do brain operate on soup? I guess I should read my mail. Shouldn't I? It's like my real email. I see that I got mail and then I don't read them. Challenge for you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Star game that has swept Hyrule Castle by storm is now available in Castletown. Even those of you who have beaten it once will find an all-new challenges and thrill. That's right, and all-new challenges. That's not a misread, it's in the letter. Come find us in the tent on the Eastgate Road. We'll be waiting. Hey, kid, from Junior. Wow, kid! Awesome! My son said that he wanted to write you a letter. He worked so hard on it. Goodness, yes. We thank you for all your help, both on land and in the sky. The other Uka, thank you as well. Come visit us anytime. Take care. Agatha's dream. Agatha had a dream last night. Butterflies surrounded Agatha and lifted her up into the sky. As she waved to the people below in Castletown, she could see so many people waving back. Others staring wide-eyed. Agatha flew in a big circle above Hyrule Field, and the butterflies formed into a bed beneath her, and they said, "Let's play again." Soon they faded away, and she woke up in her bed. Oh, Agatha wants so badly to fly in the sky. Yeah, I think that's spam mail. I'm gonna report that one to the Bureau. Well, I guess we're literally standing right here. Why not? Hey, I read your letter. Come, twat.
Yeah.
Oh, fine day! I have awaited you, good sir. The Star game created with you in mind, good sir. It's a special arena that costs 15 rupees a shot. Dare you try it?
Yeah, whatever you say, handsome Tingle. I'll do it.
Many thanks, good sir. The game will begin once you enter the cage. May chance favor you. Good sir, are you at the ready? Then away we go!
I don't like the spikes on the ground. This is like when Joseph Joestar was training to fight Wamu. And then AC/DC shows up and he's like, yo, I'ma fuck you up. And then he's like, no, you're not. And then he does. Oh, fuck, where do I go? Oh, I may have fucked up. There's supposed to be like a set path that you take this shit. Uh-huh. I did not land at the right spot at all. Yo, can you not make those noises, please? I'm trying to focus! Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, this isn't going very well. I lost my place, and now it's like, shit. I'm just in recovery mode. Good. Yeah, we didn't get it. Good. Fuck me.
Ill luck, good sir. What think you, good sir? The road to superstardom is rather wiggly, no? What are you looking at me like that for? If you want revenge, it's a mere 15 rupees. I'll do it. Many thanks, good sir. The game will begin once you enter the cage. May chance favor you. Good sir, are you at the ready? Then away we go.
Alright, I won't fuck this up. I won't do it. I won't fuck it up. In the name of Stock Sound Air Horn. Where the fuck do I go from here? It's the Blue? Nope, fuck that up. Oh. Yep, I fucked that up. Everything is ruined. Please. I missed the blue. Shite. You're a real shitegeist, you know that? Where the fuck do you go from here? Over there. Uh-huh. And then there. And then from the middle. Fuck! Shit! Oh, you land in the spikes and you're just done. Why does he have to, like, take extra damage like that? Come on, you're just standing in the spikes. Like, the damage happens when you move again. As long as you leave the sword, you know, stabbed through your body, you won't feel the pain anymore. Okay, I really don't know where you go. You go to the white? Mr. White. Yo, that's some cool shit, Mr. White. Yeah, oh, fucking hell. I did it again. I get to that third one and I just don't know where to go from there. Because I fucking suck at video games. Okay? Okay? Please. Line it up. Why? Why is he not lined up with it? Oh my god. Oh my god, this guy is so bad at this game. Holy shit. Oh. Why even bother watching this guy? This guy are sick. Sick brain. I love it, a brain, bro. There. That's where you go. Uh-oh. That wasn't where you go. It's just one blue over here alone. Why are they saying Nia? She's not in this game. Nor are you a cat, I think. Minna's a cat. There we go. That, maybe falling was the problem. What the? You did it? Oh, what a magnificent day this is! The debut of a superstar! Let the huzzahs and accolades ring forth to the superstar. I shall give this. Wow. 100 arrows. He pogged. Congratulations! Yes! Well and truly, you've claimed what you sought, so you're likely all through. Many thanks for playing, good sir.
Don't come again.
I won't. Yeah, if I ever played this game randomized in the future, I'm disabling him from having any items. I'll just never be able to unlock them. Alright, let's talk to the fortune teller lady, who I don't think I've even visited this whole game. She's useful if you don't know where to go next in the game. And she has a Sheikah thing on her head. So, whatever that means. This is Impa! Even though there's another character named Impa. But this is Impa! Welcome to the fortune-telling house, Fanati's place. The fates swirl around you, and only I can tell what they have in store. The door to the future will open for 10 rupees. Good. So, which door will open? Career. You will get a job at Amazon. You're going to hate it. They'll never let you piss. I see. I will show you the shape of love you haven't even recognized. Speak, fates! I see! It's gotta load. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that one. I think I remember where the other one is. Actually, as well. Go to the spot you've just seen. Do something. That one reminded me. I have double claw shots now. That was what was, you know, holding me back from being able to get these heart pieces. Well, I don't think I'm starting Palace of Shadow tonight. But instead, what I might do with the remainder of this stream is, I think I'm gonna go, obviously get these remaining heart pieces, and then I'm gonna do the Cave of Ordeals. I may not do all the pose, but the Cave of Ordeals sounds like it could be fun to try. Why do I have combat music? Where? There's nothing hostile except maybe that Goron. He would absolutely beat the shit out of me if I told him what I told you guys earlier about Yuzu. You said what? I ain't here for it, brother. Toys for Bob broke free from Activision and are indie now. Wait, really? Well, that's good. Oh, this is a V. That's not a heart piece. Fuck. Well, I know at least where one heart piece is. Because I just used the guide, but that's kind of cool. Didn't, they recently said, though, so, like, Toys for Bob, something happened with them where, like, they were, like, at risk for being shut down, but then that didn't happen. Am I remembering that right? That, like, happened very recently. There was, like, something else that happened with them. I hadn't heard about that Toys for Bob news. Did that, like, just happen? You know what? I can, call upon Epona. Their main office had a bunch of layoffs. Oh, they were affected by that as well. I see. Well, it's good that they broke free. I do have to wonder though, didn't something like recently come out where after the acquisition of well, actually, Microsoft has owned Activision for a while now, haven't they? They bought... Wait, no, it's Activision Blizzard. It's the same... Okay, never mind. Brain fart. Anyways, they said something along the lines of, like, Crash and Spyro aren't dead. Like, I think Phil made, like, an affirmation that those franchises will continue. I think that was said, like, after, like, the news about, the layoffs at Activision kind of shook people up and made people think that we weren't ever going to get more of that. Maybe I'm misremembering, but still, those are really good devs. I only ever played the Crash remakes, and at that, I only played Crash 1. I liked Crash 1. I need to play the other ones. I just never really got around to it. Considering I'm at a point right now where I can't really, like, afford to buy games, even though, like, Penny's Big Breakaway is, like, an indie game. It's cheap. It's not too expensive. I didn't even realize you could get this part of the song without being on the horse. It's cool. Yeah, they were the Spyro Reignited and Crash 4 devs. They weren't the Spyro trilogy devs, though. Who was that? That was Vicarious Visions. They're, like, dead, right? Unfortunately. Well, you can't use the hook shot while you're on this. Wait a minute. That wasn't even the... That wasn't even the piece of heart I was trying to get. The piece of heart I'm trying to get is up there. I could have gotten this forever ago. I thought I needed double claw shot for this. Wait, how do I... Oh. They were absorbed into Blizzard. Oh, that's what happened. I could have gotten this part piece fucking forever ago. Because, yeah, this just needs the Gale Boomerang. I've seen it several times. And also saw the double claw shot things nearby and was like, oh yeah, I need double claw shots to get to that. No. No. Dude had no idea what hit him. Well, there we go. Both of the pieces of heart were just right there. This one rock formation was so important. Let's see, we have 52 pose. There are 8 left. One of them is in this quadrant of, or like segment of the world. Where? I've got no fucking idea. Wasn't there a cave that had a bunch of pose? Well, I know the Cave of Ordeals has some pose. There was another cave around here that may have had some pose. Let me look around a bit. If I don't find it, I guess... we are so close. I could just get a guide and finish it out. Here's the cave I was thinking of, in this area at least. I never really got around to Crash 4, though. Because, again, I've only played the first Crash game. Oh, I've explored all of this. Well, I've explored it all, but did I do that before Pose were introduced? I don't remember. You know what? What am I doing? I have a pole lantern. Not in here. Alright. Just save me some effort. I know the Spyro games are also generally regarded as pretty good. I don't know anything about Spyro, though. We never really had any of the, like... Aside from Metal Gear Solid, we didn't have very many of the cult classics or like the really good PSX games. We had a Frogger game, which I remember sucked ass. Maybe I was just bad at it, I don't know. Probably was just bad at it. What else was there? Oh, you know what? I should... Is there a Poe in the Kakariko Village area, maybe? There might be one there at night. There's none in this field. I'll look it up here in a bit. If there's not one in Kakariko, then I'll look it up. Dodge and weave. One day I'll get into those, into the Spyro game. Probably through the remake. But yeah, I know Toys for Bob is generally regarded as a really, really good dev, so I'm happy to hear that they've gone indie. Excited to hear what they'll make. Obviously, it's gonna be several years from now. And I'm wondering, you know... It's been a bit since Crash 4, right? So, I'm wondering what they were working on since then. And if anything in particular, I'm wondering if Activision will continue to develop that, or if they just leave it behind. The hell is that noise? I mean, the ant, yes, but what is making that digging noise? Is it the ant? Yes, it is. Well, I've already collected all the bugs, so I don't need it, but why is that ant so loud? Maybe it's just my headphones being, like, turned up, but... Hypersensitive ant sounds. I thought there was, like, a mole digging through the ground. Alright. There's 8 Poes left. I might as well get them all. Twilight. Princess. Elden Region Poes. Let's see where they are. I don't want to watch a video. Just, give me the IGN guide. Elden Province 2. In the field south of Kakariko, there's a cave. Okay, so that's just the Hyrule field. I think we got that. Says there's 2 in the graveyard. I remember getting 1 from the graveyard. Let me see if there's a second one. Let's see, Castletown has one? Oh, right, that's the mandatory one. Hang on, I'm just looking around. This guide. Kakariko Village has 2. Well, we got them because the lantern isn't glowing. Oh, look, it's in here somewhere. Probably on the other side. The crawl space. Okay. So that's this one. I guess we'll grab it. And then feck off. Where? Nice light rays coming from nowhere. Where's this Poe at? What is Poe behind that? It's behind the grave? No. There's a boulder here. I doubt that it's here because it can't be underwater, but let's check anyways. And then boots. Boots. Oh, we also need water bonds, which we haven't used in forever. It was just 20 rupees. Alright, it must be like under a grave then. That's the only thing I can think of. The hell? Oh, right, crows. Live! I shall revive you, $10! There it is. Seems like a fairly obvious one. Can't believe I didn't get that, but alright. There we go, that's the last one for this region of the game. It's 8 out of 8. We have 5 out of 6 in the Farron province. Let's see what we're missing there. IGN wants me to do notifications. I say no. Notifications. Say no to notification. Alright, let's see. Farron province has 1 Poe. It's like in the middle of the field. It might be there. Where else are there Poes in this region? There's 6 of them. There's 2 in the Temple of Time. There's 3 in the Temple of Time. Pretty sure we got all those. We got 1 in Farron Woods. It'd be 4. Where else? Where else would there be? Uh-oh. Well, what other regions are in this area? Lantern Cave? Wait, Lantern Cave? Lantern Cave. No. No, that's the one in... Okay, we got that. Lantern Cave number 1, Lantern Cave number 2, Sacred Grove. There's a Poe. Oh. I know where it is. Yeah, this is definitely one that I've never gotten before. This Poe spawns only after you complete the Temple of Time, the dungeon. And it spawns next to the Master Sword, apparently. The hardest thing about Poe hunting... Oh, holy shit, my capture card is fucking up. How long has it been doing that? I just looked at OBS and saw it doing that. Hopefully not too long. Why is it being... Oh, you know what? It's because I have this Chrome tab open. I bet. Yeah. Man, why does Chrome drain your fucking RAM? Or whatever it is, your memory. I mean, my memory is already gone, but... Okay. So that's that. We have 16 out of 19. Which means... I think we got 1 Poe from the Cave of Ordeals. I have to pull that article up again. It's gonna lag a bit. I don't know why it fucking destroys the frame rate of the capture card. I need to get, like, better processing power is what needs to happen. Yeah, my CPU is at, like, 100% right now. Well, as long as I keep this screen still, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's see. Gerudo Desert. It's 8. Pretty sure we got all the ones in the desert itself. Okay. Okay, so after landing, we got that one. During nightfall, Axe area. Poe to the right of the Arbiter's Ground entrance. I'm pretty sure we got that one. This isn't counting the Cave of Ordeals. Cave of Ordeals has 3. I think I got 1 of them. So that means there's still 1 more post somewhere else. It wasn't at Lake Hylia. Unless it's in that cave, the Lantern Cave. Pretty sure we explored all of that though. Dora's Domain has 1. I think we got that. Just looking. The Nehru province just generally has 7. Let's see. It's a whole. I see 1 potential spot on this list. Restoring. Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay. Let's check. Let's check some spots. Alright, first, let's run over here real quick. Pretty sure we got this pole, but just want to check. Now, this is why I was a bit hesitant on getting all the pose, but considering we were so close, I've already put in most of the legwork. I might as well just finish it out. Alright, I'm gonna check the other bridge heading to the west side. Good thing this article, by the way, was made with the Wii version. Because they could be saying west side, but they actually mean the east side. Because that's still very dumb. I'll never understand it. Ever. Shut up. I'm just a dog, bro. Bro. I'm literally just a dog. Here it is. Alright. 2 pose left. They're both in the Cave of Ordeals. But there's actually 3 pose left. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't the Gerudo Desert. There's still 2 pose here. Oh, shit. And there's 3 pose here. Maybe we got 8 out of 11. Wait a minute. Did we get any regular pose from the Arbiter's Grounds? Oh god. This article isn't the best source, because you can't just, like, fucking... I guess I can do the find command, but whatever. The Cave of Ordeals, 17th, 33rd, and 14th floor. I don't think I've gotten any of the Cave of Ordeals ones, actually. Hang on. What floor in the Cave of Ordeals is the first ferry? I don't remember. First Great Ferry is at floor 11 or floor 10. Which, okay, yeah, so first Poe, 17th floor, 33rd, and 44th. So the 3 remaining Gerudo Desert Poes are in the Cave of Ordeals. So there are 2 Lanayru Poes that we're missing right now. I have a lead, potentially, as to where these Poes are at. If they are not here, it's going to be bad. But there are 2 Poes in one cave on the north end of the field. I don't remember if I've been to that cave or not. Aren't they reet? What? Aren't they weed? No, they're not weed. They're Poes. What are you saying? Howard. That's a thing that she can say. I have a somewhat of a friend, more like an acquaintance, I suppose, that streams Zelda speedruns. I mention him from time to time. Gymnast86. And he has a channel point redeem on Twitch for every time Midna says Howard. Like the recorded lines, there is like words that the actress is saying. I forget what the lines are, but I'm pretty sure I've been to this cave. It's this right here. Nope, haven't been to this cave. Wow. This cave is hell. Also, what's up, Alberto? You can't sleep? Well, I know what'll help you. The sounds of roaring dogs and screaming and pain. Let's kill this Poe first. Oh my god, stop! Leave me alone! You Scheitgeist? This really is a Scheitgeist. It's a Gobblergeist. Alright. I'm closing the Chrome tab. The frame rate of the capture card should be restored now. I know where the remaining Poes are at. And they're all in the Cave of Ordeals. I swear that I was in this cave before. There must be another hole in this segment of the world. I just blew that lizard's brain away. He's like, that's a human? I thought it was a dog! No, stop doing that. So hang on, my gamepad is about to die. I cannot see, it is dark. It is very dark. I don't want to turn on my lights. No, Mom! Mom, no! I don't want to turn on my lights. Where the fuck is the charger at? Oh, here it is. I want to explode a microstate. Alberto, what does that mean? What is a microstate? Like Rhode Island? That's a microstate. It's very small. Takes like 30 minutes, if even, to cross Rhode Island. It's a very small country. Oh, like where the Pope lives. Yeah, you shouldn't commit acts of terrorism, however. Very ill-advised. But if you want to, like... you know what? Instead of exploding a microstate, how about you explode a microwave? Just, again, do somewhere safe so it doesn't get turned into an act of terrorism. That's my advice. Take it or leave it. This is my final offer. The Vactician is as big as a building. Isn't the Vactician... I thought it was more than just one building, though. I thought it was like a very small, like almost like neighborhood in Italy. Vatican. I mispronounced it. Vatican, not Vactician. That's the place where the Pope lives. I am what you would like to call a wordsmith. I create new words out of words that you've never worded before, word. Well, you know what? Before I do this, I should heal. I'm gonna do the Cave of Ordeals without even having full health. Like, normally, I would advise getting all 20 hearts for this. But, fuck it. I think I'm a gamer. It's literally just like one square, yeah. Alright, we have 2 blue potions and 1 fairy, and we have great fairy tears. I think we should be fine. Just need to stay on top of my healing. Yeah, I mean, as we mentioned earlier in the stream, I imagine you weren't here for it, Alberto, but, you know, the Pope owns a copy of Undertale, so, you know, don't hurt his copy of Undertale. It's very important. The Pope has many secrets. One is that he'll never play his copy of Undertale, but, you know, you can't blame them. After all, after you beat Undertale, there's nothing left in life. One gobbler dead. There's definitely airport structures somewhere that are times bigger than the Vatican City. Oh, I do not doubt that. I've been to like Houston's airport before. I mean, hell, LAX. I mean, I don't know how big the Vatican is, which I'm going to just keep pronouncing it wrong. Wait, is it Vatican? Vactician? Vaccine. Alright, so the vaccine... yeah. The vaccine is cool and all, but... I'm sure even, like, Indianapolis Airport, which is, like, one of the biggest airports closest to me, might be bigger than it. I mean, airports generally are pretty big, unless you're in, like, a small town. Especially if you're considering the runways. But I'm not even just talking about that. I'm talking about just, like, the terminal areas. TSA and... all that. I hit the wrong spider. Why are you doing full cartwheels? I said structure, that other shit don't count. See? Yeah, LAX is a pretty massive airport. I don't have very many bombs. That might be a problem. Alright, I'm gonna try something. harsh. Biggest one you've been to is the Amsterdam one. Yeah, you're from, like, Europe, if I recall correctly, right? I've never actually been to Europe. The only time I've left my country is when I went to Japan. If I ever find myself in a place where I could, though, I would absolutely love to explore more places. If I could just live on the road for a year, just travel and see a bunch of places, gain wisdom from many different people, that sounds cring, but, like, genuinely, I would do that. I love traveling. I don't have a lot of commitments where I live, other than my cat. And I don't think my cat would very much enjoy the traveling. I don't really have a family that, like, needs me to be here, like a wife and kids or anything like that. I got a collateral bat kill. You're from Italy? Oh, okay. Europe would be really good for the density of random cultures. Yeah. I think it's also probably one of the more safer places for me to go. Not even just trying to be, like, insensitive, but, like, as an American, you know, there are some cultures that just probably wouldn't like me coming there. I mean, still, as a traveler, you know, that stuff doesn't always apply, but... I gotta kill you. Point blank! A friend of yours did that. Really? Yeah, the big thing with that is you'd have to obviously save up a lot of money. Not just for the sake of, you know, surviving, but transportation itself costs a lot. Alright, from here on, this will all be new. We have all of the dungeon items, so there's no reason why we can't do this. Whoa! Oh, big rats! Hang on. I'm not here for the money, but if I need magic armor, that will be necessary. Good. But yeah, I mean, if the places that I went to were able to, you know, be chill with me, then I'd love to see pretty much any culture. I don't have, like, any one place that I'm like, oh, I would never go there. Except for, like, in the context of, like, me going there is just a risk to my own safety. But if there were ways to go there, to those places and see them in a safe context, then yeah, I would do it. I personally have no grudges against any, like, one culture or anything like that, but I can't exactly just expect the rest of the world to do that for me. In Europe, I doubt you would find anyone attacking you. Yeah, yeah. Definitely feel like Europe would be the best bet in that regard. What are these things, anyways? Other than weird little guys. I wonder what you do if you come here and are out of bombs. You just die? Speaking of, I should just save. Just as a general thing. I'm not done with the game, obviously, but... just wanna... you know... oh, we got some boners. Look at all these boners! Nice miss, asshole. Cool backflip, though. The Balkans are so funny. Who's Balkan? Is that like a culture? Fucking... I don't know, like, every place on Earth. There's a lot of more, like, obscure countries that, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with. This might sound embarrassing, but I don't even know all the states in the US. Like, by name. Like, I'm sure... if I found myself in them and someone told me, hey, guess what? You're in Nebraska. You were in a coma and we took you here. I'd be like, okay, I know where Nebraska is. Even though I don't. I could find my way home, you know. Eventually. Maybe. No, I'd be a lost soul. That sounds like a Mr. Beast video, though. I took 100 people to random states and told them to find their way home. I've only been to Slovenia and Croatia. I'm missing other Balkan countries. I had a teacher in middle school that was from Romania. Ow. That was kind of a somewhat obscure place as far as like US history does not really teach anything that happens in Romania. Ever. Do you learn anything about Romania? That's just a place that exists and you don't know anything about it if you're from the US. Unless you like specifically study like international history or something like that. The Balkans is a region of mountains where Yugoslavia used to be. They are just countries hating each other, and it's the funniest shit ever. Hating each other how? They better not bring out any swords! That was pretty cool. Good floor. Levers. Rocks and levers too. What is that? Oh, that's special slime. You guys know about special slime, right? It's gonna get absorbed by a purple though. Watch this. I got it! I got it! Rare chew jelly. Good shit. Claw shots on there for now. Yeah, normally that gets just absorbed by the purple slimes and then you don't get it. Oh, he's fucking super pissed. He sounds so pissed when he does the super spin attack. Jesus. Wait, is there more slime somewhere? Or wait, I have to wait for it to evaporate. It's like the re-deads dying in Ocarina of Time. It just takes way too long for some reason. Don't care about that great fairy. I'm just here for the fucking Zelda, the angry Zelda stamp. Ah! She's just as angry as Link's spin attack. This is the cave of anger.
She's naked, and she ain't got no clothes on neither.
Wait, where's my reverb filter?
I am impressed that you made it this far, hero. In praise of your efforts thus far, I will release fairies to Farron Spring. From this point on, you will have need of the power that allows one to break through massive frozen blocks of ice. If you want to give up the fight for now and go re-equip yourself, I can return you to the surface. You need merely speak to me.
No, I don't want to speak to... Oh, shit. Why is she so shiny? No. I'm not reading that chat message. Both out of... For the sake of embarrassing myself, and also I don't know what it says. I know better than that. For the record, this stream does not condone whatever chat messages I can't translate. It's a Balkanian meme thing. Well, this one's for you, Balkanians. Read the chat. Is it funny? Do you laugh? Oh shit, I got those invisible ghost rats on me. Stop it. Oh wait, there's a dig spot! This really is the Wolf Link dungeon now. Great. I bet that was supposed to have hearts in it. I see Alberto. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, mini boners. Well, that was a good floor as well. Gotta say, this game, pretty good. Pretty good game. Oh, never mind. No, it's a bad game. It's a really bad game. I love the way that that bomb just, like, did nothing. Uh-oh. Stop yelling at me! Uh-oh. I do the yelling around here, motherfucker! That other re-dad is just kind of chilling in the background. I appreciate that. Goodbye, fix Link's anger issue, please. No. Goodbye. I hate this. floor sucks. Alright, that's understandable. Fuck you, Redead. Everything in this game has to just be so edgy all the time. Oh, fuck! Got jump scared by a fucker. Shit. Can't use the bow while moving in this game. Which means no item sliding. Oh shit. How I am doing this fine is beyond me. I still have all 4 bottles. Oh, here's the boners. These are the big bones. Big bones. No, you guys can... Whoa. Whoa. Alright. Another good floor. Oh, we got spiders. God forbid they bite you. That was some weird audio mixing. I don't know what happened there. When you kill the spider with arrows, the music gets weird. It's like there's too many like sound effects happening at once. So the game like removes the music from like the audio cue to fit both the other sound effects on the audio track. Of like the arrow hitting the spider but also the spider dying. Which is probably in and of itself a layered sound effect. Resilient little gobblers, aren't you? The goblins came so far after this game. Oh, dick stabbed. Yeah, you don't want to get that. Looks like we're dealing with a few different types of boners. What did I change? You figure it out. Oh wow, that instantly kills all boner. Oh wow. You don't have to use bombs to permanently kill them. What? Why did that blow up in my face? Huh? Oh, my gamepad is like... What is that? It's like disconnect... It's like drifting. Drifto! The Happy Minna stamp. Where's Angry Minna? What are you talking? This is bad! No! This is so bad! Oh! Shit!
I am impressed that you've made it this far, hero. In praise of your efforts thus far, I'll release fairies to Elden Spring. From this point on, you will have need of the power that allows one to become the master of lifeless statues. If you want to give up the fight for now and go re-equip yourself, I can return you to the surface. You need merely speak to me.
No, I am angry. I do not speak to people when I am angry. You should know this. Oh, shit. You better hope you got some fucking arrows for this. I feel like them gating this with certain weapons is pretty arbitrary. But they don't need to do that. Also, I think it would be cool if you could control the BMOS with the Dominion Rod. As far as I know, you can't. Wrong weapon. Nope, didn't like that one. Shit. Remember when BMOS was like a weird eye with like lip mouth? I remember. I don't know why it was that, but it used to be. Come with me, statue. Shit, you can't. Never mind. Oh god. There's burning all around me. Let's go bomb some dodongies. Well, so far I've had not a need for the, what's it called? Shit. The magic armor. Like I said, I still have all of... Oh, this is a shit floor. Maybe. Yep. Alright, let's just get that out of the way. Because that can do some serious damage. Alright, get some distance. And then we'll, I wonder if this works. Ooh, it's pretty effective, actually. That is very effective, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I never really tend to use the ball and chain that much as a weapon, but it has its utilities, sort of. This could be another invisible rat. Holy shit. Just, I missed an opportunity for, no. Missed an opportunity for red slime. That's what I was gonna say. My brain is not here. I should end the stream soon, but I'm kind of in the middle of this, so we're committed to finishing this at this point. I'm still getting combat music. Meaning there's another ratto somewhere. Nope, never mind. It means nothing. Combat music doesn't know how to go away. Oh, fuck. No, but fuck! Shit, money gone. I'm not sure if I want to let the, Oh, fuck. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if I want to let the, fairy use itself, or if I'm gonna use a potion here in a second, but I think I'm gonna try to potion, but I'm gonna let myself get hit one more time. And then we'll do the blue potion first. Blue. Uh-huh. I'm in close. Go for it. Shit. Alright, blue potion time. Still have a fairy, great fairy tears, and rare chew jelly. I think we'll be fine. We've got like 15 floors of this left, I think. I'm not exactly keeping track, but... Oh, shit. Oh, hey. Goodbye. Oh, I can't really hit him from here. No. In real life, that ball should just, like, yank Link off of the platform. It should just yoink his sploink. Fuck. Uh-huh. Oh, shit. Uh-huh. I am surprised I hit that. Yo, get fucked. That's probably not okay. Fuck you. Oh, wasn't expecting that one to come out, were ya? Uh-oh. He was expecting that one to come out. Good. I hate these things. I don't know what they are, but I hate them. Oh, here we go. Dark nut! Oh, these are like the castle variants. They look like the phantoms from Phantom Hourglass. do you do the helm splitter again? Oh, you gotta get a shield bash in first. Fuck. Wow, these guys hit like a truck. Shit, how do you block that? That's bullshit. Give me Flurry Rush. Alright. Oh wow, these guys are fucking me up pretty good. And I know this isn't the last room with them either. Fuck. Shit. The other one I haven't even really hit. Come here. They're sticking together. They're very smart and also, might I add, very tall. Okay. This is probably gonna immediately get wasted. Would be nice if the buff gets used. It's not gonna get used. Oh, it goes away. Alright, he's down. Oh. Shit! The battle music went away. What? Why is this guy... He's not combat music worthy anymore. This guy just had some really good soup before the fight started. It was Grandma's soup from Wind Waker. What are you gonna do? Oh, I dodged the wrong way. Fuck you. Get out of here. What a nice set of boys that was. Sure hope there aren't any more of those. Alright, well we have one fairy, and Great Fairy's tears remain. Oh, she's crying right now. Look at her. I am impressed that you made it even this far, hero. In praise of your efforts thus far, I'll release fairies to Lanayru Spring. From this point on, you'll have need of the power that allows one to move freely from wall to wall. If you want to give up the fight for now and go re-equip yourself, I can return you to the surface. You need merely speak to me. Alright, the final push. Oh, I gotta get my fucking angry Link stamp. Sorry, heart container stamp. My bad. For when you're especially in love with someone. Alright, starting with Armos Knights. Failed to see how the double claw shot applies here, but alright. I will do spinner. Oh, there are many of them and they're all angry. Ow! I kind of awakened too many of these. Alright, let's just handle them one at a time. They're much easier to deal with if you just take them on one at a time. Yep, come here, bub. I can hop too. Bet you didn't know that. Alright, fine. I still think the Wind Waker ones are better. Oh. Uh-oh. I just accidentally did 2 jump attacks. Oh. Okay. Alright, cool. I was wondering how they were gonna pull this off. Like, how do you make it so I have to use the double claw shots? No, they can figure it out. Certainly can. Oh! This is reduced frame rate in the cave. Ow. I want to go after the goblins first. Okay, good. Oh, God damn it. I know what'll stop them. He will die of a concussion, I swear. Shit. Oh, fuck, this is so hell. Okay, we're gonna do regular arrows here. Okay, Link is quicker on the draw. It's starting to get a little nerve-wracking, as I still have several more floors to go. Oh god. Actually, I'm kind of glad this is here. For some reason, in my mind, I remembered that the last Poe was in the room with 3 dark nuts. Oh, fuck. I kind of can't go after the Poe with all these lizards here. Ow. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Trying to quick spin. Alright, all the lizards are dead. Now it's just you and me, buddy. The final Poe! You collected 60 Poe souls! Alright, now I just have to survive this damn cave. Oh shit. Opportunity for slime. Which I'll probably blunder. Let's have a bottle ready. No! I know what's gonna happen here! Holy shit! No! Let me scoop! No! Fuck this! Oh my god! Fuck you! I killed the thing, I just couldn't scoop because the slimes were in the way! That was not where I wanted to use my fairy at all, by the way, either. God damn it. Oh, I fucking fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Well, I'm gonna have to use Great Fairy Tears at some point. I think. I'm definitely gonna have to use Magic Armor, I think, against the Dark Nuts. Okay, we got a cold room first. I don't remember how much is left. Oh, this is a bad combo. Alright, try to kill as many of these guys from up here as I can. There's another one somewhere, yeah, it's over there. This is the one advantage to this over, like, the Wind Waker Cave of Ordeals. Is, I can, bait these guys out before they get a chance to attack me here. That was loud. Wait, that's all of the Rattos. Do I have the reach to hit you? No. Oh, fuck! You are quick on the draw there, partner. Hey. Oh! That was close. Don't jump attack, just sword slash. Man, I'm starting to get really nervous. Which one's next? I'm gonna get ambushed by something. It's gonna probably be the small skeletons. Yep. And rats. Alright. Here it is. Wait a minute. What is with them? Oh, it's one dark nut and two lizards. Oh, they're airflaws. Airfalls. Whatever the fuck. Ah, shit. I don't like this room. Don't think I can sneak attack them. No. Bro, you have wings. He won't do the thing. Is there a thing underneath the platform? Don't see it. Can't see shit. But just stay away from the dark nut. Oh! Uh-huh. I'm totally gonna attract that dark nut. I can't see shit. Yep, here comes the dark nut. Alright. God damn it! Why did you not hit him? I need to take care of those guys, but... Oh my god. Oh, good. They're both attacking at the same time? Awesome. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, that dark nut hits me once. I'm dead. I have to use this. I'm also going to switch to magic armor. Oh, there goes the bonus effect from that. God. Also, fuck, the rupees drain really fast out of this thing, even when you're not getting attacked. Target the other one. Target the other one. Link! You fucking shit-ass poopy butthole! Please, just do your attack. I need to... Okay, the other one's gonna attack. So I need to run. God damn it! Oh, I'm totally gonna die in this. Please. Fuck you. This is such a bunch of bullshit. Oh man, I'm so stressed right now. This is... What were they thinking with this combination? I wish the ZL target could be more specific though, please. Would be nice. Alright. Please target the aeroflows. Aerofalls, whatever. Nope. Dark nut's too close. Don't even try that shit. Please stop targeting that. Please. What I hate the most about these enemies is how long they fucking take to attack you. Alright, it's just you and me now, bud. He's got a different sword than what the other guys had. They had like maces. This dude's got like a fucking... I don't know sword names, if that's a long sword or not, but he's using what should be like it's like a claymore almost. Something that should be a two-hander, but he's able to wield with one. Because he's a badass. Okay, no more Aeroflos. Aerofos. What? Air Lizalfos. Plus Dark Nut combo. Alright, this is the 3. I think this is the last room. If I remember correctly. Oh, I had it! I had him on Helm Splitter! Okay. I obviously don't want them all to be without their armor at the same time, though. They get way too aggro for that. I'm gonna take out the silver one first. I honestly think the red one has taken the most damage so far. I don't know. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, I'm starting to shake up, guys. Alright, his armor's gone. Take a moment. Take it a moment. This has got to be one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever done on stream. Uh-huh, just drain my money. It's not like I have much else use for it. Hurry up and kill him! Once that money hits 0, it's useless to me. Shit! I'm running out of money fast. The other guy won't come. They're actually all still moving at like the same pace. He just moves swifter, but like he doesn't actually like attack at a different rate. Holy shit. How do they have like that perfect of like guarding? This is fucking horseshit. I hate this so much. Oh, come on. What is the weak point of these things? No. I can't even hit him. Please, ZR targeting. Alright, he's... First one's down. Okay. 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 Holy shit. Holy fucking hell. The fairy stamp. The ultimate reward. At long last, I've got the fairy stamp! That was rough. Had 200 rupees left. And like 8 hearts. You cleared many ordeals. How impressive. Was your hand shaking? What's going on? Yeah, don't worry about that. I'll be fine. Why you ain't got no clothes on, though? How impressive. In praise of your courage, I will give you this blessing. Gamer Girl Bathwater. This sacred bathwater contains the great fairy's prayers. Set it to YXRR and drink it. Drink this, and you should be able to clear any difficulties that you might encounter ahead. If you ever need my assistance again, visit any spring. Many on the surface cry out for one with powers like yours. You must go back. No, I want to spend my time with you, Great Fairy. Holy fucking shit. My hand is like actually kind of trembling at the moment. Like, yeah, I got big anxiety, sure, but like, in general. Alright, well, we cleared the Cave of Ordeals. And we didn't completely run out of money. Or hearts. Fuck. It's down on the D-pad. That's such a weird binding. Down on the D-pad to open this menu. What is this? What was that camera angle? Is this the Great Fairy or is this Lanayru? The tears you hold, they are blessed. Drink them, and you shall endure the dangers that await you. If you ever have need of me, come to this place. Oh wait, can I come here to get more Great Fairy's tears? I don't think I knew that, if that's the case. I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, I don't think I've ever done that before. I thought that if you wanted more Great Fairy's tears, you had to do the trials again. It's like, no. You use them to go there. There's apparently some double claw shot stuff in here. Maybe there's a stamp! You never know! You can't be too certain with these stamps lurking about. What? Wow. You can grab the fairies, I guess. What am I doing exactly? This isn't for a heart piece. I have all the obtainable heart pieces at the current moment. You can kind of still see how much I'm shaking with the gyro. I got pumped up. I'm full of adrenaline. I'll never be able to sleep again. The chest over there. And the chest over here. Very well hidden. 100 rupees. I don't know if I'm gonna need my magic armor again, but if I do, that'll be useful. And then over here is what? Another 100 rupees. No stamp? What the fuck? Oh, this game sucks. Oh. Oh. It's like bad. Oh, I get it now. Do we have to land on the ground to use water bombs? Probably. Let's see this boulder here. Maybe it has a stamp underneath it. I don't know. Just more money. I mean, I spent all my money. So, that's fine. Well, definitely knowing about quick spinning helps a lot for that. I would recommend you wait until you get all 20 hearts to do that dungeon, truthfully. Because think, with the blue potion that I drank 2 blue potions, I drank 1 rare chew jelly, and the Great Fairy Tear, right? If I would have filled up 2 hearts, 2 more hearts, that's, you know, a total of 6 more hearts. That's math. But I mean, I got by with 8 hearts left or whatever, so we're good. I guess before we're done here, why don't we get our reward for all the pose? Next time I stream this game, may be the finale. I got all the pose. We're not getting all the stamps because I just don't know where they are. They're probably in dungeons and I missed them. It's probably a chest or something that was like not too far out of the way, but I'm blind. So yeah, Giovanni's got to give us something amazing. For the amount of effort that I put into that, it can't be anything short of amazing. What could it possibly be? Giovanni! Oh! That lady had to, like, think about what her dialogue was for a second there. Did you see that? Like, it took a moment to load her dialogue. She's like, oh, right, the fortune teller lady. what up? You're merging with those coins, by the way.
Thanks for all your help. All this money. What are we gonna do with it?
Whoa. It looks like Danny's sex thing.
You did it! Look at me, I'm back to my old self again! Thanks to you, everything in my life is coming up roses! Oh, of course, I need to thank you. Please accept this.
I hate your stupid pants. 200 rupees.
All right, I need to let my girlfriend know that I'm back. I wonder what her expression will be when she sees I'm back.
200 rupees is your reward. Oh, I thought I was speaking to the treasure chest. Well, who could his girlfriend possibly be? I guess I'll ask my friend Telma. She knows everyone around town. Surely she'll know. Yeah, so even though I've never gotten all the pose, I do know about this, quest to find his girlfriend. I think our answer is not too far away. What are you doing, bub? I hadn't seen her in a while. She started dating another man. Oh. Honey, what are you wearing? Don't worry about it. What's that, honey? Ilya's memory. Really? Mercy, if that isn't the best news I've heard all day. You did a great job, honey. You take good care, Ilya, you hear me? But then again, suppose you still got a few other things on your plate right now, don't you? What about the crying man? Yes, Screw. I've been poring over literatures since I saw you last. Thanks to you, I think I've gradually come to understand several different aspects of the riddle of the heavens. If I hadn't met you, I might have given up trying to bring my father's dream to fruition. I'm truly grateful for what you have done. Someday, perhaps I can repay this debt by never getting into Hyrule Warriors.
Yes, my golden friend came in handy, did he not? Screw. We must restore the peace and take the children home with us. Did you see the sad state of Hyrule Castle? It's the urgent desire of this group of ours to restore peace to this kingdom as swiftly as possible. Screw, please continue to lend us your strength.
Screw, you truly are a mysterious guy. No matter where some kind of incident occurs, your name always seems to come up. Hey, don't misunderstand me. I meant that as a compliment, yeah? And as a fellow worker in the fight to restore peace to Hyrule, you have my thanks. May we both keep up the good work. Where's the map? Where do I go next, boys? Cat? Very good. What about you?
What to order? What to order? I do believe I'll start with meat.
And that's pretty much it. I think if I go back to Giovanni's place, he has one more thing for me. I'm gonna wear the magic armor. I love the way the magic armor looks in this game. It's really cool looking. But, you know, it drains rupees when you use it. Kind of reminds me of Console N from Xenoblade 3 a bit. Like, sure, it's gold and it's a bit gaudy, but I like the red and I like the crown that's around it. I don't know. Like the plate mail plus the traditional Link tunic. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's you. I see. So my master got dumped, huh? I guess it shows that for humans, it's all about money. I guess that means we don't need any more money. So you can take it all. Yeah? Here, take this too. The rupee step! Fuck yeah! What? Come again if you run out of money. Oh, you have to run out of money? You can't just fill up my wallet? Or can I go in and out to get, like, infinite money from you? Okay, yeah, I have to actually run out of money and then they'll give me more. Okay, well, that's nice. I think in Ocarina of Time, when you get all the Skulltulas, you also have infinite money, but, like, they actually fill up your wallet, I think. Oh, no. I won't drain my wallet. But, yeah, that's it for now. Next time I stream this game, might end up being the finale to it. If I do a long stream, I definitely think I can push for it, because the next two dungeons aren't incredibly long, and I think I've done all of the side stuff that I want to do. I did get all the pose, which feels good. That's the first time in my life that I've ever gotten all the pose. I mean, some of them are in obscure as hell places, but it's nice. Well then, yeah, so next time we'll come back and deal with that. And that. Look at him. He's amazing. Next time. Coming up on... we're probably going to end this game around 37 hours playtime. Somewhere around there. Yeah, I don't know why I had a playthrough that lasted me 60 hours. I must have really been ticking around, or I left the game on or something. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching Twilight Princess. One more stream of this. Oh shit. That's not how that's supposed to look. The transparent one is supposed to be in the corner. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like I said, one more stream of this game and then we're all done with it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start anything right away. I think what I might do is I may bring the CSR down to just 2 games for a little bit. Because I'm just that addicted to Terraria that I want to play it so much. But also I'm pretty interested in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Keep in mind that's the remake, not the one that just came out. But, yeah, FF7 Remake has been pretty good, I think. Also, this upsets me that this isn't there. So I may bring the CSR down to just 2 games. We'll see. Maybe I won't. I have some other things lined up, though, for the future. I just don't think they'll be super popular, but there's some other games that I want to play on stream, definitely. But this game has been great, even though I'm not getting all the stamps because who fucking knows where they are. I still think I've done a pretty good job at, covering the entire game as to the best of my ability, right? So next time we'll finish it up. I will probably not be live tomorrow as I do not have any Friday content for you. But we'll probably be live on Saturday this week, if I could imagine. So I'll see you then for some Final Fantasy VII, most likely. Take care.